I saw it, you fuckers. So before we get started, there's a disclaimer to the start of this because hello and welcome. I am Nini. I am a keeper DM. For those that understand what that means I usually play Call of Cthulhu. I'm not sorry about this, but we're doing Curse of Strahd. Also, because this is a thing that everybody must understand, should something be triggering for you or any of that matter, please move to a different voice channel, or for those watching, please leave. We will get back to it in a minute. Otherwise, Curse of Strahd. Things will go crazy. I am not going to play Curse of Strahd like most of you have ever seen, I suppose. Part 1, because we've given Strahd back his claws and his fangs.
They took his teeth.
Decided... Look, they did. They took his teeth, they threw them in the river, and then burned it. I don't know how in that order, but they did. That's part 1. Part 2, in exchange for this, I've given them back their sunlight, because putting it in the Shadowfell was a bad idea. For those of you who actually know of the Shadowfell, that's called, you take damage anytime you're in bullshit. And no. I would like them to live past 3 steps in, thank you. I'm not that terrible, I promise. And there are a couple of other changes to bring back things from old editions of Strahd in order to make things a little bit more interesting. How many I will drag back from the depths of creation depends on how many times or how few times our players here die. Because yes, this is a Curse of Strahd. It is a mark of your ability to play to be able to make it through Curse of Strahd all the way. However, because of how we're playing it, I do expect these motherfuckers to die at least 5 times. But that's okay. It's called, go ahead, throw a character idea at the wall and have it stick. Or don't. You can try whatever you want. This is a learning experience as new players or old players. So, I welcome all of you to the Curse of Strahd. And of course, where we're beginning. So welcome to Onward We Roll. And of course, our starting area will start with the Terror of Durst Manor. Is everybody ready? Please introduce yourselves.
Born ready.
Sound off, if you please.
I'm Moss. My name is UFO. I go by Yufi to most. And I play the Warforged Paladin Moss.
My name is Cherry. I play Dragonfly, the Tabaxi fighter.
Hello! Most of you already know me, but in reference that you don't, I'm Karen, mostly known by Ren, and I'm playing Marigold, the Hexblood fighter.
Hello. Yeah, I will be playing Skouvill, Wizard. Kai. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation.
You're doing fine, sweetie.
So with that, I welcome you all to Curse of Strahd. Onwards we roll.
Yeah.
My computer load for 5 seconds.
No, denied. You're not allowed to
Not
make a dramatic entrance.
Apparently
fucking
not.
happening.
No.
Denied. Do not pass go. Do not words. Please work with me. I'm trying to make a joke.
I'm gonna keep
An attempt
fucking
was
doing
made. We love you, Nia.
Yeah. One of these days, I won't trip over my.
The day is just not that day, unfortunately.
Dramatic, but here we go.
Oh, sorry, man.
No.
Nini.
Yes, nothing. Void.
Welcome, children. Welcome, one and all. Please come to my table and see cards. You're just in time. This reading is to tell the fate of those that come. I welcome you. I welcome you. Are you prepared to see the fate of those that may save or doom us all? The cards will tell one and all. The Paladin. I see. A sleeping prin, a servant of light, and brother of darkness. Travel, treasure lies within him. This card tells of history, knowledge of the ancients. Will help you better understand your enemy. This card tells of a powerful foe, a force for good and protection, holy symbol of great hope.
One more time.
The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint. This card, a power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance and of sun. I see the skeleton of a deadly warrior lying on a bed of stone, flanked by gargoyles. something far more entertaining, perhaps, to you and to yours. This card. Sheds light on one who will help you greatly in battle against others. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems. And at long last. Your enemy, a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. He lurks in a hall of bones, in the dark pits of his castle. These cards are the fate. These cards tell all. And with that, we meet our party. Please put all of your things on the map, wherever you wish to be.
What happened?
Alright.
Absolutely none of my stat things stuck.
That's not supposed to stick. That's for you to know where they go.
Okay. So I don't need them?
Certainly not right now, I hope, unless you make me roll for initiative.
No. Anyways, it's a little cramped in here, isn't it?
Welcome all. You, of course, are a party of seasoned adventurers, those such as yourselves, and what you see is but another dull tavern. A dull town, some nameless province. It's just another bend before you gain your next adventure, of course. Those of you who know each other will know each other. Those of you who are new, welcome. A fog lies over the outside of the town. The fog seems strange, chilling to the bone. But inside, you have hearty food, welcome company, and of course the ale is always warm and flowing. Fire blazes in the hearth. For now, the tavern is alive and tumbling with voices of those in merriment. What shall you do, adventurers?
I think the first thing that anybody hears entering is laughter above the rest. Joyful and boisterous and loud, for lack of a better term. Someone is enjoying their time, enjoying their ale, and enjoying their meal. likely surrounded by people who are either trying to get her to shut up or otherwise listening in to tale after tale of things going right, things going wrong, triumphance, valiance, determination, and failure all the same. All while commenting briefly on the dreary weather.
See, you of course have an audience, those whether annoyed at you or entertained by you. The tavern seems alive and slightly livelier thanks to the stories told. Are the rest of you doing anything?
I mean, Dragonfly's mostly keeping to herself at the moment. Like, she's listening. I'm guessing she's close enough she can hear what Marigold is talking about, but she's not really interacting with anyone yet.
Marigold, of course. You and Dragonfly know each other. You're listening to Dragonfly is listening to Marigold chatter on and on about stories. You're relatively certain most of those aren't true. Others of them you're certain are. But for the most part, someone's telling tales again.
Just a elongated sip from her ale as she's looking at Marigold, probably making eye contact after Rome, is just the unspoken words of, "You are so full of shit."
I think it's the brief eye contact of, don't be jealous. And going back to catching eyes around the table, some who had been there for hours, and others who are just coming in, and just talking. A tale about a dragon, a tale about just a little wormling, a tale about an egg, a tale about this, about that, about anything. Just to see who would listen. And apparently very many love to hear a good story.
Moss, you're hearing all of this happen.
Moss is
And
playing the
no-
piano.
Ah!
He's attempting to. It has
You will need-
infatuated him.
You will
And
need
I-
to roll performance, my friend.
Cling, 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 cling.
Very
Am I-
visible flinching from Dragonfly. It's just like, that, no.
I am
So-
following the movements that they did before. It is mysterious.
The enjoyment of the tavern as a few people decide to flinch from the assault upon their ears as the ivories that are usually tickled are hammered on by metal fingers, and not to a very jaunty tune at that. You're
Oh, yeah,
getting
no, he's
quite the number of stairs.
He's absolutely trying to mimic one of the church's tunes. So the hands that are probably more fit for an organ are playing on a small piano.
Should I go
Go.
help him?
The muttering is questioned as Dragonfly, you look across to Skouvill and say your words of questioning whether or not everyone should be saved from the piano maniac.
Skouvill has been experimenting with the drink placed in front of him.
Is he paying any attention at all?
It's a
Roll
delicate.
Constitution.
Seriously, save or just
Constitution.
it's
Well, Skouvil's not drunk at the very least, so the intent to ignore the bumbling idiot on the keys is easily noticed.
Just look. Should I go help him?
it just holds up one hand, thumbs down.
I'm going to go help him anyway.
And you just hear in the most distinct just ended a story way from Marigold as you stand up, Dragonfly, and just your funeral.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you know, sometimes someone can't be saved when it comes to merriment of their own accord.
I'm just going to go help. She does start to wander over to Moss and just leans over his shoulder a bit. Just, hey,
His neck does a 180. Hello.
Very suddenly, the tavern door swings open with a bang and a crack against the wall.
The drink that Skouvill had been playing with is suddenly flung up into the air.
bottle
It's a
brush
hush.
from Dragonfly.
There's a hush that falls over the room, and a sudden clack 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 splash as a certain drink hits the floor. A man stands in the doorway, wearing heavy boots, and oddly enough, the jingle of coins seems to settle just a second later. He's draped in colored cloths, beautiful reds and scarlets in loose folds, and his hat hangs somewhat askew. He looks around the tavern and then notices each one of you in turn. You there! I've been sent to deliver a message.
Who there? Who are you talking to?
Clarification needed, please.
He points to each one of you in turn. You adventurers there. I need to speak with you.
And
My name is Moss.
Marigold Marigold just goes, the curtain never closes on me, I suppose. And stands up with a sort of bowing gesture and starts to walk, leaving the crowd in suspense of half of another story.
You know, I thought the circus could be dramatic sometimes, but then I get proven wrong.
As the rest move, Moss is going to stand up for a moment, turn, and start, carefully placing everything back with absolute care. He lowers the thing, puts the music sheet back to where it was before, and scoots the chair in, just kind as he can be. Even scooting this
Don't
chair
break
in.
it.
I hope I won't. He is
Very well
pushing in
forward.
He's pushing every open chair in that he sees as he passes by.
Dexterity roll, please. Dexterity save.
Me?
Yes, you.
Not good. I don't know why it's rolling with advantage.
Do you have advantage
Yeah.
selected on your character sheet?
I don't know where that would be.
The cog over by the spell list character sheet.
Yeah.
And there's roll
I-
query.
I have not clicked on this before, so it shouldn't. It should be set to normal.
It sets to with advantage automatically for some reason.
Text is too small. I need to grab my glasses.
So Moss doesn't notice one snickering fellow who sticks his leg out. In fact, the automaton just walks directly over it as if it wasn't there.
There we go. Okay. Can I make a strength check for the poor soul who decided to put a foot out in front of Moss? Like that's gonna stop him?
No, I already rolled it.
Damn.
Yeah, you just walk right over the leg.
Crunch, crunch. Terribly sorry.
Hopefully the dudes wearing steel-toed. or
Over,
steel-
not on.
There we go. It begins already. You, adventurers! If you be creatures of honor, you will come to my master's aid at first light. It is not advisable to travel this Avalanche Woods at night. He pulls out a sealed letter from his tunic to hand all of you.
Ooh,
Hail
Read
to
cursive.
thee, knight. Hail to thee of might and valor. I'm
I, a lowly servant
Servant.
of
Barovia,
Barovia. I can't
And-
read cursive.
and honor to thee we plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. Very wordy over here. I suspect that the love of my life, Sheena,
Irina.
Irina Kalena is
Oh, yeah.
being hunted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. We implore thee to save her from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows, if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, her time is at hand. Of that I shall, all that I have shall be thine. Did I read that right?
Yes.
Oh, I could have zoomed in. That would have made this a lot easier. Kolian Indirovich?
Derovich, yes.
Burgomaster. What the fuck is a burgomaster?
Burgomaster is a type of noble.
Yeah, no, that was Dragonfly asking.
I believe
Well,
it is
you
a
know
rank
what?
of nobility.
Okay, that's why I don't know it. Got it.
A noble has to have coin, right?
And we need coin to be able to travel.
But there is someone in danger, is there not?
Services don't come cheap. Gonna need a deposit.
Oh, please, we can at least see what's going on.
Yeah, let's at least take a look. Not saying we're not going to do it. Not saying we're going to do it for free either.
Your messenger looks unimpressed and rolls his eyes. Just take the west road from here. Some 5 hours march. You'll find my
Oh.
master in Barovia.
Alrighty.
Understood.
Excellent.
Motherfucker, he just said not to travel at night.
He leaves out the door, even with you wondering about the night as it goes.
Well, yeah,
Good
that
s-
is a good question. Wait, hold on, why is he wander? Oh, he's already gone.
Good sir, he's gone. Is he what they call a hypocrite?
No, I just think that it's a cautious tale, that's all.
If there is danger afoot and we must make haste, shall we make haste?
No, no. I want to get one last rest in, of course.
I gotta agree with Marigold on this. It'd be better if we're at least rested before we go gallivanting off. You don't even practice when you're sleep deprived.
You don't do anything sleep deprived. That's what you get killed over.
I do not get sleep deprived.
Where's your turn off
Dragonfly
button?
just gestures to the rest of them.
Yes, you are people. Oh, you get sleep deprived. I understand. That is what
That's
we're getting
wrong.
at, correct?
You're right. You're correct on that.
He nods. The little moth's hair shakes a bit. Nods.
As soon as the sun's up, we can head out. All right.
All right.
And so the sun, long set, follows you into slumber in the night.
Hey, Keeper. While everyone else is asleep, Marigold's going to try and recall anything about this. Not Barovia. I don't think who this is in particular gives a fuck about Barovia at the moment. But try to recall something about the noble. Even if it's a small bit of information, even gossip, to work off of.
Please roll history.
Oh, that's an intelligence thing. Oh!
Oh no!
I believe in you.
I don't. Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Keeper.
It's not too bad.
Before Moss goes into stationary rest, or whatever it's called, Sentry's Rest, my bad. Before he goes into his Sentry's Rest, can he stop by the local chapter and just simply request a map?
Cartographer?
No, chapter.
What?
Chapter of the Order or chapter of the Chapel.
Okay.
Roll persuasion for me. As for you, Marigold, you can recall that Barovia is an interesting land that is always almost entirely surrounded by mists. The castle of Ravenloft stands above on a pillar of rock, watching over all. You don't have too much other than that, though. It seems that some information is lost on this and seems hard to get.
Just an absent-minded comment towards nothing and no one, or rather, someone who stopped paying attention a long time ago. And just, well, this ought to be fun. And turns to go to sleep.
As for Moss,
Yes. I know I'm fucked.
Bless your heart.
you request a map. And unfortunately get stared at as if your problem. Granted, the current chapter house is not one you know, and it seems none of your normal contacts are here. You do know that they one of them hides what looks like a parchment for a map behind their back and wanders off. Seems you are mapless for now.
He watches the guy with the map kind of walk off with that soulless kind of, oh, he realizes what's going on, kind of his face is forced to smile, and slow turns back to the rest of them. Says nothing, just looks at them.
Very well. Is that all you wish to do for the night?
May you direct me in the place of a cartographer?
It seems those in this chapter house are not so receptive to you. You may not get information here.
The chapel frowns upon your chapter. Have a wonderful night! And he walks off.
Well, alrighty then.
And he will kind of wander the streets for a bit, kind of looking around for any open shops, and eventually just move back to where he was told to rest.
Alrighty. As the daylight dawns, and your party moves upon the road, slowly within a carriage, the mist and fog seems to envelop your carriage, welcoming it like grasping hands. You're headed towards Barovia.
Ren. The stream is just Curse of Strahd, Onward We Roll.
I'm
The maps aren't
aware.
showing. Oh.
Because we don't have exactly rights to use these maps.
Oh, okay, cool. Didn't know that. Apologies.
As we're in the carriage, I guess it'd be a history check for Dragonfly to check to see if it has anything to do with what she's supposed to be doing. Or if it's at least in the right direction.
You're not entirely certain, especially from the information that you got earlier from your contact. You can guess it's a good direction, as rumors have been circulating about werewolves in the mist.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the carriage has windows of some sort.
Oh, yes.
Watching out the windows then.
As you continue on the area, all of a sudden, two children run in front of the carriage.
Hello!
The smaller of the two, a male, startles at you and hides behind his sister.
Let's not be too loud.
Friend.
Okay? He does get out to approach the children. It's just like, hey, my name's Dragonfly. What's y'all's names?
The girl of the duo steps forward as if she has something to gain and something to prove. Rose, and this is Thor.
It's nice to meet both of you. I promise we're not going to do anything. But what are you two doing out here?
Marigold kind of speaks up in the middle of that sentence, like in a half snarking, half kind of relieving manner of, oh yes, say you're not going to do anything to the children. Like that's going to dissuade them.
And like that's going to help.
I'm the
Moss
one
raises
still
his
on the
hand.
carriage.
Moss raises his hand while still in the carriage.
Yes, boss.
May I be of assistance?
What's your idea?
I was granted a falsetto skin and features of humanoids to be more friendly towards children and younger ages.
Don't do
While
it in
doing
front
my
of the
act.
kids. Don't do it in front of the kids.
I'm wearing it. It's not a thing I take off. It is the face you see.
As you
Okay.
are all speaking to each other and discussing what you may do just even to greet the children, the small boy shivers and shakes in fear and hides further behind his sister, muttering to himself like a babbling brook.
Can
Rose turns in order to attempt to shush him, to quiet him.
Moss will get off the carriage.
yeah, Dragonfly's kneeling in front of them, trying to be more on their level because she is 6 foot fucking 2. Just hey, it's okay. It's all right. You guys are safe now. Just what happened to you two?
Rose turns back to face you. There's a monster in our house. Of course we're not okay.
A monster?
She points at a tall brick house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark, and the gate portcullis is on the ground. The rusty gate slightly ajar. The houses on either side seem to be abandoned, and the doors are boarded.
You guys live over there?
They both nod.
How far away is the house?
Within 60 feet.
Dragonfly is going to stand up and see if she can glean anything from this distance from the house. Like at the very least, any signs of life. And should I roll perception for that?
Certainly. Sure can.
Well,
What?
Dragon.
I'm rolling.
Yes, go
Fuck.
ahead.
While Dragonfly does that, Moss is going to pull out the halberd he has and place it in the ground and kind of unceremoniously. This is gonna hurt. I'm so sorry, Nini. He's gonna put the blade and the spear point in the ground to make it just sort of a staff now. We are not violent creatures. I am a knight of the order.
Speak for yourself, darling.
I did. I said I am.
You said we are.
Are you a violent creature?
By order and nature, yeah.
Fair enough. I am not a violent creature. May I
I'm
know
just-
your names?
Thorn hides a little bit further behind his sister, whimpering at what was just said and discussed. While
You
Rose
guys are not helping.
Would you rather I lie to the children?
Possibly. Now,
No.
what are your names?
Rose just, with her arm out in front of Thorn, moves forward a step, chest out. We already told you that! I'm Rose. He's Thorn.
Oh,
You have to forgive them. Their hearing it got a little muffled on the carriage.
I am.
Dragon.
Marigold, who is still on the carriage, just stares at you with that look of really bitch.
Dragonfly, as you took the moment to stare at the house, it seems relatively quiet, but being able to tell if there's some movement inside isn't something that would really come across, at least right now, not with the lights dark and the warning of a monster from both children.
Hey, Keeper.
Hmm?
Check private notes, please, if you haven't already.
Excuse me. All right. Some of us, all of it. Well, no, someone needs to keep an eye on the kids, and someone needs to go check out the house, see what kind of monster is there.
I will check the house.
I
In
can
the
stay with the
meantime-
kids.
Can you not traumatize them further?
Just the stare of, who do you think I am?
I'll stay with the kids.
All right.
And Marigold finally gets out of the carriage, and I have not specified this because this is going to make two of the people here want to kill me. Marigold, as a hexblade of her dominion, I suppose, is 6'5".
Scrawny.
3 inches.
Uh-huh. And
Fuck you.
is pretty well built. And looks at the kids and goes, "You want to hear a story?"
Both of them shake their heads and back off from you. No, you want the monster gun. Mom and Dad are in there. They're trapped in the basement.
It's okay. We'll get the monster taken care of. We just need to figure out who all should go, because I don't think Moss should go by himself.
Skouvill finally speaks up, just squinting at the kids. How long ago would you say that?
You cut out.
When did I cut out?
How long ago would you say, and that was it?
How long ago would you say that the monster showed up?
Rose and Thorn glance at each other for just a minute. Been there for a few days, I think. We don't know where Mom and Dad are.
Hey, Nini.
Hmm.
What does my divine sense give me?
Your divine sense gives you nothing. You can just get to the door with your divine sense, and unfortunately you don't feel anything weird or off or anything that you're looking for.
He will turn back to... he's already made his way towards the house, and he's going to turn back towards the group and give a thumbs up. Do the kids give off anything?
No. Thorn is still hiding and cowering behind his sister, and his sister looks like she, as strong-willed as she may be, does not want to enter the grounds of the house.
It will be okay. My halberd is right there. You may use it as fit.
How
You are
about
leaving your halberd?
I'm leaving my halberd in the ground near the children as I make my way towards the door.
Okay.
How about
I'm
we
going to regret
go
this.
over by the carriage a little bit, okay? Just in case something comes along, we can hide inside.
We're at this. Skouvill. That.
You're cutting out a lot, Nia.
Don't know why. Because I set the sensitivity high. Okay. Skouvill is going to step out of the carriage. Cast alarm around it. Actually, how big is the carriage?
The carriage should be a 10 by 15.
Okay, cool. So it can fit inside the 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
And I am going to...
What does alarm do again?
I think this should show it. Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like, see, we're even getting a little bit of extra protection over there.
And then I'm going to follow after Moss.
Alrighty.
After designating the 2 children as creatures that won't set off the alarm.
Alrighty.
Does Dragonfly successfully herd the children over to the carriage?
How are you hurting them?
At the moment, not trying to touch them or anything. She's just gently gesturing, letting them go ahead if they want to.
Marigold has not moved. Is just leaning outside of the carriage with arms crossed and going, "You all have a death wish."
Okay. I need you.
Yay, I'm needed!
I do. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving?
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you. You got this.
Well, I got a 16.
Something briefly brushes against your consciousness before drifting away.
The fuck was that?
Thorn immediately turns, looking around. It was the monster, I swear!
Can I roll insight?
Yes, you can.
Fuck. Just a 10.
As you can tell, that is very scared child. Both of them are wanting to go nowhere near. And are certainly taking you up on hiding in the carriage.
I still, like, not maliciously or anything, but she is squinting a little bit at Thorn, just like, how did he even know what I meant? Or guess. But she still does lead them over to the carriage.
And Marigold
Okay.
just looks at you, Dragonfly, with that expression of, "What? Like you've seen a ghost?" And kind of cracks a smile without saying anything.
Dragonfly just sticks her tongue out at Marigold. It's just like, listen, shut up. How about that?
No, I don't think I will. However, I'm going to make sure 2 of our compatriots don't end up, dog food. And considers, and actually starts walking over.
So you're
What?
both headed towards the manor?
I'm conflicted because he never split the party, but Dragonfly's also severely concerned about the 2 children.
They'll be fine.
Before she goes, she does look at them. It's just like, can you tell me anything about what the monster looks like?
Both of them shake their heads. We didn't get to see it very well, says Thorn, his voice shaking. Just as hard as his body is.
Hey,
I
it's
ran
okay.
first.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with running when you're scared. Especially if it's especially if it's a monster. Just,
But Walter
yeah.
was crying.
Walter?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Walter?
Baby brother.
And where is Walter?
Thorn points up towards the 3rd floor.
Oh no, of course he is. We'll get your baby brother back too, I promise, alright? Just stay put in the carriage, and if anything comes along that isn't us, just hide underneath the seats, alright?
Thorn nods vigorously, clutching tight to him a small stuffed animal.
What kind of stuffed animal?
It looks like a type of baby doll.
Baby doll or baby dog?
Baby doll.
Interesting. But yeah. If they let her, she will pat Thorn on the head before she goes to finally follow the others.
Please place your icons in the square of light at the bottom. Welcome to the fog of war.
I will make room so it makes sense.
Oh, well, in that case, Dragonfly would be at the back.
By the way, as you guys are approaching Moss, you do hear him saying a full-on prayer. God of gods, God, protector of protectors, let thy blade and shield be brought to its perfection. Let the light of those who follow beneath you blind and sear the creatures of night.
Can I roll perception again, now that I'm closer to the house?
Of course.
Percepi... 18!
Check all of the windows, all of the shutters, all of the doors, and all of the torches. Things seem quiet, almost eerily so. What stands before you looks like a 4-story tall building. It's not dilapidated or run down, but it does seem like it hasn't been used in a little bit. The lights are still on, the torches still lit. But something feels off.
Is the gate open?
The gate is open, part of it laying on the ground.
Is it laying towards the house or away from the house?
It is currently laying away from the house. And the other side swinging on its hinges back and forth with a creak and a groan.
Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably going to be another history check, I know it. But I'm going to do it anyway.
Correct.
Does Marigold recognize anything about the architecture of the building?
The architecture is one of nobility, oddly. The lower nobility that you are aware of. History check for me, please.
Yeah, there it is. No, that's alright.
You can gain nothing other than perhaps this is the home of a lesser noble of some sort.
Did Nini get quiet for anybody else?
I
She's fine
haven't
for me.
Okay, my headphones must
Huh?
have fucked up then, my bad.
Marigold is going to stay back a little bit. And just to look around. Kind of trying to parse if there's something else, not lurking, but traces of something having moved on or moved in.
Please go ahead and move your token to where you want. If you're just walking around first.
Just wandering off. For those who understand this, pulling an errand.
Nazi jeez.
Mm.
Moss is going to kind of look at Dragonfly and Skouvill and go, "It would be best if you step inside first. I would like to investigate something while you are in there."
Feels like a trick, but alright.
Feels
I
like a
do not
trap.
lie. Why would I trap you? You are
Not,
my companions.
not you, big man. This place.
Dragonfly takes a step around Moss and steps onto the grounds.
Everyone roll perception.
Fucking 23!
Under the car.
13.
When you get in that 20 and still don't get 20.
Oof.
Yeah, that tracks for this built character. No eyes, not allowed.
Skouvill, you notice nothing other than the normal mist floating around. As for the rest of you, starting from the bottom up, the mist swirls and deepens and thickens into a soup you're sure is harder to see through than you've ever seen before, to the point where your carriage just off the way seems to vanish in the encroaching fog. Marigold and Dragonfly, you feel a shiver run down your spine. That fog isn't natural and is approaching fast.
Oh, this isn't good. Hey, Skouvill,
Yeah.
you don't happen to have any kind of spells that makes wind or gusts or something, do you?
Nope. Waggles his fingers. Mostly focused on heat.
Out of character, I hate you so fucking much, Nia. In character, Dragonfly just fucking stares for a moment before sighing and just we should probably not be going into the fog if at all possible.
Does Moss notice that Marigold is not with the group?
I would hope so.
Does Moss know the last, general area where Marigold was?
I made no stealth check.
Then
So yes,
both Dragonfly and Skouvill watch and kind of hear the creak of wood as Moss has the fucking head turn of, huh? Oh no. And begins doing the paladin march of 20 feet.
but
20 feet.
No, I think it's the energy of turning around, noticing that one of your party members is missing, and because there's no stealth check, because I specifically said it's an Aaron move. It's just where? Literally, it's literally just like, where? No, hold on, wait. Your shirt.
So
as he goes around the corner.
it is Moss. Marigold probably hears Moss's heavy footsteps behind as he just goes, pardon me, splitting up is not ideal.
Splitting up is not ideal, huh?
Yes.
Says the one who wandered off.
The loading screen. Oh no, I have become the hypocrite.
I think I'm well within my rights, darling.
I am Moss, not darling.
No, sweetie.
Still not right.
As you are both bickering, this fog rolls in further and further, closer and closer. It feels as though there were claws within the fog, reaching.
Dragonfly does call out, just like, guys, come on, let's focus.
I almost said Orlane. This is an Orlane move, but no, wrong.
I don't know if the sound would carry through the fog that well.
Get within the manor. We will round back. And Moss, in full paladin, gotta fucking do moves now, is going to look at Marigold. May I lift you?
You can do a lot more than that, sugar.
Marigold!
He picks up Marigold and is going to start kind of moving along this wall, looking for a way to either... He's either looking for a weakness or a place to get towards the manor without getting close to the fog still.
Well, here's the thing. How tall is Moss?
Oh, fuck.
Denied.
Moss is the average Warforged height.
And what is that?
About 6.5 feet tall. Between 5 and 6.5 feet tall.
So
How tall is the fence around the place?
It is 10 feet.
So their height put together, because Marigold's not going to go in an indignant manner. It is literally just like, I'm going to sit on your shoulders, and you're going to have to deal with that one. So it's literally just like, hello, guys, from across the way.
He is going to see the fog move in front of them and go, I am terribly sorry. What's the wall made out of? Is it predominantly stone?
From what you can see, yes.
He's going to attempt to carry Marigold to the gate at first and try and get there as quick as possible with Marigold.
I need you to make a strength check for that one.
All right.
That is grapple.
Oh, no.
I feel like that's because the thing I wanted to do was literally have Marigold take the war pick at her side and twirl it a little bit and just stick it in the wall and start to climb.
Alright.
That's why it's just like, huh! From Moss.
That's an athletics check if you're gonna climb.
Yep, I know.
Can I give the help action? Or no?
If you want to help, it will add advantage.
I will help.
Give a boost.
He will kind of go, oh, and kind of give the boost, like the push on the butt boost.
Well, don't do that for this character. That's a bad juju. Right, Nini?
So,
He touched the
please
butt.
roll athletics with advantage.
He touched the
Yuck.
butt. That's a good thing.
He touched the butt. It worked.
Moss has the magic, but nope, that didn't sound
Nope.
good.
No,
So-
nope. No.
So Moss reaches out and helps lift Marigold, even as Marigold is having no problems using their pick in order to climb, and all but easily aids as Marigold, you're able to basically just land on the other side of the wall.
Okay, cool. Now we just need to get one more person over here.
Moss is going to look at the fog, call out to Marigold, "I would run fast, please." And then look at the fog and kind of, whatever friendliness, gone. "I know the creatures of your domain. You do not scare me. The light of Helm will banish you through my arms or others." And he will just kind of go in as quick as he can with that kind of face of like, okay, they're trying to be scary.
Mm. In.
Yeah, okay, alright, we're going inside!
Go. I would move your body, go.
Your ass is inside!
I beseech you, in the words of Helm, get fucked. And goes inside.
I don't think Helm would say that.
No!
Yeah, but
No.
I beseech you,
That-
get fucked.
That's more that is definitely more Yufi talking.
with that wonderful thing to be said at last minute. What the fuck, dude? You all head inside as the fog finally closes in.
So how long does that alarm spell of yours last?
8 hours. Why?
Just checking.
Alright, please make certain that you can control your peoples.
Yep.
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 Please let me get out of the fog. Move!
No, Brown. It looks like you're actually moving. Like pushing them away.
What?
Marigold, can you control your character?
Yes.
As you're all scrambling into the grand foyer, you see hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats.
Why can they never smile in their pictures? Like, seriously.
Rests an arm on a dragonfly's head in that manner of, well, would you look at this?
I'm not... There is only a 3-inch difference between us, Marigold, please.
Question.
Well.
Through mahogany doors in the wide hall runs the width of the house. A black marble fireplace at one end, and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other.
Moss will just kind of, as we're going in, just kind of go, question. Do any of you have a dagger or knife I may borrow for a moment?
Sorry, real
Alright,
quick question.
because you left your
Where, how high up is the shield?
Oh,
High up is that shield?
Yes.
It is just displayed on the wall at about 6 feet up. Considering it's a 10-foot ceiling, that's actually not that bad.
And
Are you able to use hand axes, Moss?
I simply need a sharp tool to do something.
Dragonfly hands over one of her hand axes to Moss. Just, alright, here.
Okay. And he's gonna look at Skouvill. Once you are done with
Skouvill.
this room, please let me know.
can do, big man. Skouvill is going to try and pry the shield from the wall.
Give me an athletics.
Okay, I got this. I got this. Got this. Heart of the cards. Please.
So Skouvill will
Oof.
reach up to attempt to take the shield and find yourself hanging off of the shield. Just dangling off the side of the wall for a minute before finally letting go, looking relatively annoyed.
Do you need help, Skouvill?
No, I got this.
Oh,
Can I
beloved
try
keeper.
to use?
Keeper,
Can I
my
try to
beloved.
use?
Keeper is being questioned.
I know. What can I help you with?
Check our private chat real quick.
Okay.
Can I try to use my dagger to like pry it off the wall? Just kind of chip away around the wall.
Why do you need it?
Skouvill,
Yeah.
I have a shield if you require one.
I also have a shield.
Just
Then
don't
what am I
get
bothering with
hit.
this thing for?
What was that, Skouvill?
Well, then what am I bothering with this thing for?
I do not know.
I'm so glad no one heard Marigold, because that was such an Aussie thing to say.
What was
No,
Marigold
no.
saying?
No.
No, don't.
I am
Don't frame
electing
up
to
from us
not
now.
pay attention to it.
Marigold just basically pulled a, nah, I'd win. Just don't get hit.
Yeah, no, the Dragonfly is just staring at Marigold and is just like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of that works. Just no. No.
No?
No.
You're the one with the shield.
Yeah, because I'm not afraid to get hit.
Neither am I. I don't got a shield. It takes guts to be a little fearless, you know? Whether
I
they're
prefer
in
my
or
guts
out
on
of
the
you.
inside, thanks.
I have to agree with Skouvill on this one for once.
Marigold goes, like, to say something with the, like, pointed finger upwards of, like, and has a moment of self-awareness of this is not the time for those comments, and goes, never mind.
Anyway,
No. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Technically not.
technically the floor. They just shared their brain cell. Anyways. Alright, look, the kids said that their parents are in the basement, and apparently there's supposedly a baby on the 3rd floor?
That seems about for the cause.
Marigold hears that, sees the stairs, correct? Doesn't hesitate, bolts.
Dragonfly's right behind her. Just, nope.
Doesn't even give a fuck about how much noise she's making. Just bolts as soon as she hears that a kid is in danger.
Keeper. Two things. First, for the small laugh, Can Moss try to rip the shield off the wall?
You are welcome to attempt a strength check. Yes.
I swear to God.
Well, laugh
17.
God
again.
damn it.
Please, athletics. I will be entertained as fuck. And there's the entertainment value. Alrighty.
He's not trying to like get it off gently. He's fully prepared to rip the wrappings on the actual thing, probably keeping it to the wall. Just the
That's ornamental. That gotta be fucking heavy, bro. That's ooh.
I am heavy.
Ooh, no, I'm talking like from Scoville's point of view. How you doing there, buddy?
It is indeed an ornamental piece. As you pry it from the wall, and bits and pieces of the back that seem to have been made of plaster crumble a bit.
At least it'll fetch us a nice price.
Yes. And he's going to take the hand axe he was given. How long would it take for him to inscribe the holy symbol of Helm into an object?
Do we really have the time for that right now?
I'm asking how long it would take because if it's too long, he will forget about it.
It's an hour.
He will not do that. As he comes back and just goes, I have the shield. Would you like to hold mine?
As you finally enter the room and take a little bit of a better look around, there seems to be a long sword placed above the fireplace, and a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The panels along the walls seem to have imagery of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs that curl up and around the staircase.
Second charge for the long rest, divine sense.
There is decidedly something undead in this house.
He's going to put the ornate shield on the ground next to Skouvill. And Skouvill gets to see the beautiful kind of emerald green fire in Moss's eyes turn the deepest red shade of like blood-colored blaze as he pulls his shield and mace out. And he is going to simply look at Skouvill. I'm going to the basement now.
Stay safe, big man.
I will do my best. And
I'm not dragging your body back out if you die.
I would hope not. Just collect my shield and weapon.
Can do.
And I imagine this is the area towards the basement. No.
You're uncertain.
He is going to walk forward. Keep my path in your unfettered gaze, Lord. I shall not err if you are watching.
Skouvill, meanwhile, is going to just slowly reach out and grab the sword that's resting on the mantle.
Is Skouvill a kleptomaniac?
It doesn't hurt to have a weapon on hand.
Isn't Skouvill a spellcaster?
When you run out of spell slots, what do you turn to?
Normally the weapons you already have.
You think a dagger is going to do any good against an undead?
No, that's unfortunate then.
Skill issue me.
Can I do investigation check or some sort of insight to look for a secondary door?
Your perception. Be perceptive.
Perception!
Slaps
Nope.
a sticky hand against the keeper's face.
Alright, we'll get to you in a minute, I promise.
3. Or would my passive perception 10 work?
You are actively being perceptive.
So no.
Yeah,
Now,
fair
the
enough.
centerpiece of this room is a wood panel. Of this centerpiece of the room is, of course, the carved mahogany table, surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs, sculpted armrests and cushions and seats. A crystal chandelier hangs overhead above the table, which is covered with beautiful silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale. The wall paneling is carved with 8 images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the window, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chase after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall.
This wall?
Enough. South is in this direction.
What direction?
So south wall is here.
Okay, thank you. He is going to move over to the painting. Investigation. Okay. He's going to investigate the photo, the painting, because of the depiction of hounds. His enemy. He does not enjoy wolves.
Wolves chased by hunting dogs, snarling and turning its head as if it is ready to turn upon those that are chasing.
A hound alone is not a hound of prey, but a hound to lead one to a trap by a hound of many. Investigation. 6. I'm fucked.
Perception, actually.
Oh, perception?
Investigation is if you're moving something.
Oh. 11.
It seems to just be a standard tapestry.
So I see no doors whatsoever, yeah?
No. Other than the one you came through.
He is going to try and move the painting.
Okay.
How rich are these people? Actually, no, scratch that. Hold on.
Rich enough that they won't miss a few things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to move back to the table, and I'm going to investigate the plates, or the chairs, actually. I'm going to investigate the chairs, because, as far as Moss knows, 2 children and, 3 children and 2 parents, but there are 8 seats, yes?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to investigate and see if any of the seats are untouched.
They are actually rather green. Please roll perception.
15.
They all seem rather clean and well taken care of. But it seems one of them is left almost entirely untouched, and the other one seems to be less worn than a few others.
This is not adding correct. If one is untouched in a house of 5, that would still leave 2 to be used. Oh, keep your unfettered gaze upon me, my lord. He's gonna move the untouched chair to see if anything happens. Kind of muttering to himself, please don't be trapped, please don't be trapped.
Are you investigating for a trap?
No, he's investigating for a reaction of disrupting the room.
You move the chair, feet screech across the floor. Nothing happens.
Does the screech carry through the house?
You can certainly hear it, Skouvill.
Everything good in there, big man?
There are 8 seats, 1 untouched, but 7 more used. There is only 5 members of the family.
Well, 4. Babies don't really use chairs.
Even so, they would still be placed at the table. And that would also imply that there are 3 chairs that should not be used. I believe there are either 2 or 3 unwanted guests upon this entered household. And with that mace drawn, he's going to take his mace and tap it on the ground to see if he can hear the hollow, if there is actually a basement.
You tap on the ground. The wood is nice and solid, but there is a little bit of a hollow sound underneath you.
I believe the door to the basement is hidden. I will be checking the walls and see if I have missed something. I will call for help if needed. Aid the others as you see fit.
I can't help but notice that this wall looks like a door.
Yeah, but so does this one.
Which walls?
This one and this one.
You are correct on one of those walls. This is a door.
Yeah.
I missed that? That's fair. So, Moss is just being dumb.
Skouvill just picking up the ornamental shield and still trying to, like, not necessarily pocket, because there's no way a longsword is going to fit into a pocket, but acquire the sword that's been on the mantle. Moving over to
Some
this
people
door.
have long swords in their pockets. Sorry.
Fine.
What?
Damn it.
So as you go to investigate the door, you open it to find the cloakroom. It has a few black cloaks hanging from hooks on the walls and a top hat sitting upon the top shelf.
How many cloaks are there?
4.
Do any of them look damaged in any way? Heavily used?
No, indeed. While you two are bumbling about
Bumble, bumble.
on that floor, your fellows on the second floor. What are, of course, Marigold and Dragonfly doing?
I'm assuming continuing up to the third floor.
Well, was the direction specific from oh God, Jesus Christ, I can talk. Was Dragonfly
From-
clear in that it was on the third floor?
She was, yeah. She said there's a baby on the third floor.
Cool. No hesitation.
And Dragonfly's still right behind her.
Very well, very well. So we move. As Marigold and Dragonfly round the store, the stores? What? The
Correct.
stairs once again.
No, you got it right. The stores. Stork.
Shut up. Shut up! How dare you, infidel!
The storks.
Shut up,
1,000.
Of illiteracy,
Sure.
apparently.
you dick. Alright,
It's my job.
As they round the stairs, they come upon a landing.
Maribel's gonna rush up the storks.
Fuck off.
That's odd.
Atop the stairs is a balcony.
Garrus?
As you climb the... Shush! It's late and fuck off. As you climb the red marble staircase to its full height, you come to a dusty balcony with a suit of black plate armor standing against one wall, draped in cobwebs.
Hold on, something doesn't add up. You said this was a 4-floor house.
Mm-hmm.
There we
How
go.
did...
There is
Wouldn't
a
an attic-
balcony over the stairs so that you can see all the way down the stairs.
Would an attic count as a 4th floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich people, yeah.
Oil
Okay.
lamps are mounted on the oak-paneled walls, which are carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters.
I don't think there's actually a baby up here.
Just ignores all of that complete focus and tries to listen.
As you both wander into the hall, something unexpected happens.
It's
I need... Let's see. Both of you, please take 4 bludgeoning damage as the armor that you have just walked up to takes a swing with the mace.
ow.
Mm.
Like, my AC doesn't help any with that?
Nope. It automatically hits because it is a surprise.
Fuck.
Welcome. Roll initiative.
Wow, I'm doing great.
Oh boy.
Oh. Alright, yeah, you gotta select the token and everything. Can I re-roll with the token selected?
It's just right there. You can just edit your token, can't you?
There was a turn order, Curry. Not Curry. Fuck. UFO.
It's like 2 days old, man. You're fine.
Anyways.
Nini, I got a 3.
I got to
Got
7.
3. Oh no.
As long
I
as
got
the
problems.
armor... As long as the armor just rolls poorly, you guys will be
No.
fine.
No. It's Nini. And in combat. No.
Have a little faith.
No.
Curse Nini with Heart of the Card.
No. It's Nini.
Curses Nini with Heart of the Card.
That's not gonna
I
work.
also-
Nini can't be afflicted by curses as an undead.
What if
Then
I
blesses
just...
them with the Heart of the Cards as debuff.
Nini. I'm sorry, that was mean.
I'm gonna yoink them with the luck. How about that?
You can't. Nini has it on lockdown, lock and key. I've tried, trust me.
Fucking hell.
Defense is on defense. She's an eldritch deity. Shut up.
No.
She got that
No, you can't
legendary
make me.
resistance.
Legendary. We're just bullying Nini while she sets up and tries to kill us.
Skouvill, you and I are going to be on the ground floor, and you're just going to hear the Goofy scream, trademarked, as one of these two gets thrown off the balcony.
It's gonna be me.
So I'm so glad I didn't give any of my lay on hands to the children.
It's bold of you to assume they won't immediately ragdoll when they hit the floor.
Gmod.
Oh my god.
Yes, woo! That's gonna
Bernard
be
gets stuck in the
Marigold.
staircase.
It's gonna be Marigold. Watch.
Are you gonna end up hitting every corner on the way down?
It's the stairs, dog. I told you, bro.
Can't say I know that.
Anyways.
Oh, I should.
So, none of us rolled great, but the armor still rolled first.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
No, I have to be sorry for this.
We agreed for. Oh god. Oh, Dragonfly is getting tackled down this fucking well, isn't I?
We knew what we were getting into.
Dragonfly,
be
you were
sorry.
directly in front.
I was joking.
Unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
Please don't actually tackle me out.
Okay.
8 doesn't hit.
No. Oh,
What
yep.
do you-
8 does not hit. That one I'm pretty sure does.
Why
Please
does
take-
it have 2 attacks?
It has this.
Mm.
You. Just
Hold
fuck
on.
you.
Hold on.
As you start to pull your weapons and become ready, the armor takes the chance to swing twice. The first hit, you
Keeper?
duck and dodge. The second clips you in your side.
Then fucking die.
Keeper?
Yes.
Did the first attack not count towards that multi-attack?
No, that was the surprise round.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. I tried. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. Do I have a reaction? No.
What the fuck? Why did that double? Excuse me?
I'm not going to complain.
Dragonfly, your turn.
Well, I'm going to do just about the only thing I can do, and I am going to... Well, I do only have one hand axe right now. And I'm going to guess that living armor is resistant to piercing damage.
Don't know yet.
Okay, well, fuck it. I'll attack with the rapier then.
Okay.
Never mind. That's all I had. Well, I could move, but I would have to take an attack of opportunity. Unless I flank it.
You'd have to have flanking. Diagonal
mean
doesn't count, I think.
No, I think what was meant was like
Move it to, like, you have the movement speed to go the long way round, but without taking an A up.
Well, flanking means that you are on either one side and another, or both sides of the thing. Diagonal doesn't count to most DMs.
What was your to hit?
I only rolled an 8.
So it's a miss.
So that's why I decided to move to do the flanking thing, so that maybe at least Marigold can hit it.
Alrighty.
But I'm also being told diagonal doesn't count, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing now.
I'm like,
Well,
I don't know if
Marigold.
I don't know what Nini counts for diagonal, so I'm just saying it's normal for diagonal not to count.
Generally not, and as you see it right now, you cannot get behind this armor.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean Marigold can't get to the opposite side.
That's the idea!
True, but currently it is facing forward.
Okay, but Marigold still goes right here. That counts as flanking, doesn't it?
I do not believe so. In 5e.
I'm sorry, what the fuck do you mean it doesn't count as flanking? If Marigold moves from right here to right here, on the opposite side of it, does that not count as flanking? I'm not talking about her being diagonal, I'm talking about if she moves over a fucking square.
Because in 5e, flanking is a... let's see. It's an option. 5e decided to remove a lot of the flanking rule.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I'm fucking useless. Got it. Never mind
Well,
then. I just
no.
did my turn. I don't have anything else I can do.
It's an optional rule for tactical advantage.
Hey, Nini.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no,
I'm
I'm going to use second wind real quick.
I'm getting very, very hazy and fuzzy with the shouting.
Okay. I understand.
Sorry.
No, I've been hazy for the past hour.
Alrighty. That misses as well.
No, the second wind is a healing thing, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is. I've regained 5 hit points because otherwise I would have been 5 hit points away from death.
Then take that, please.
Already did.
Don't die.
Don't die, that kills people.
Don't die, it's bad for your health.
Marigold is up next. If I'm correct, yeah, we only have about 15, 12 minutes.
It's all TV static here, bud.
Oh, we're being taken out anyways. It's a perfectly valid fighting tactic.
Huh?
I'm sorry. That makes no sense. Did they just want to screw us over in 5e?
No comment?
They should at least take us out to dinner first.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I can't wrap my head around the fact that flanking doesn't exist because it's still a battle tactic. It's something that should still be able to be used. Just because the edition says, oh yeah, no, flanking doesn't exist, that doesn't make it not work in an actual situation.
You're still welcome to flank. If you want me to use those rules, I can.
I'm not going to force it if the others don't want it. I am mad at Wizards of the Coast at the moment because they did something incredibly moronic with the rules.
What else is new?
I'm fine with whatever the group chooses. Hold on, I gotta take my headphones off. This is killing me.
Should we pause mid-combat?
We certainly can. We have 10 minutes left. As such, by all means.
All for pausing for the until next time we're able to do this, say aye.
Yeah.
We shall pause and get back to battle.
Do you want me to stop the recording?
Yes, please.